home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the Brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Falcons offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They move the tight end all over. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Falcons are on the move. Looking for space, it's Harris. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. To throw, it's Hayes. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Got his man quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're bringing heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Reese. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. 29 Philly. Looking for a crease. It's Richardson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Now improvising. It's complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Falcons are rolling down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. And the Falcons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Baldwin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a...
And the pass is intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Smashes through the tackle. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David. Yeah. It's complete. A huge pickup. Bulldozes his way through. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a puppy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. To the air, it's Hayes. Pocket starts to collapse. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Handoff to the single running back. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Racing down the left side.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we are just about ready to go in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baldwin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's past the 30. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Unloads quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fakes his man out. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Gives it to the back on the draw. Sweet cut there. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get it down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough space, and he rolls. Touchdown, Bears!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on that D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for room, it's Harris. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Got him looking run, he wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Baylor, 14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this one. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
The throw. The sure hands. It's Presley. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Snagged on the outside, it's Richardson. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Presley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught on the outside, it's Presley. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Looking for a huge play. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Run in the red zone, it's Richardson. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's a draw. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
We'll send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On second down, he'll fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Bears with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Bears! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And the Falcons pick up the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now on second down. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock, right? Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we...
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Baylor! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The Falcons inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. The give to the lone running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through